Are you tired of all this Christmas advice yet? Too freaking bad! In light of today being Christmas Eve, I can think of no better time to address the fatally important topic of last-minute shopping. Aw, son of a Blitzen, you totally forgot to get a gift for your weird cousin Arnie and his weird wife, and his brood of thereby doubly weird children. And the majority of the rest of your relatives similarly regard the Arnie clan as a familial blind spot, and so you'll feel guilty if you don't throw them a few gifts. Plus, there's the very real possibility that, having been shunned and ignored by his family, Artie could go on a murderous rampage and kill everyone he knows before offing himself. And you neither want to be held responsible for said rampage nor be dead, so you're pretty much obligated to remember him in your gift-giving. But then there's the conundrum of his overwhelming weirdness, and that combined with your general avoidance of him means you don't have the slightest clue what tickles the fancy of Arnie at all. And here we have the solution to this and really all of your last-minute shopping problems. The gift card. The gift card is basically just money, but also provides the illusion that actual thought was put into the gift, whereas plain old money is pretty uncreative. Plus, you can spend a quantity of money in exact proportion to how much you like the prospective recipient. Gift cards. You're welcome, world. Good afternoon, butt kickers. It's December 23, the 357th day of 2011, which means that 188 years ago today, the poem The Night Before Christmas was first published. At first, this staple of Yuletide lore was released anonymously, but eventually about 3 or so guys came out of the woodwork and decided to take credit for it. Personally, I think Santa Claus himself wrote this poem, and privately disseminated it all over the world. See, he had a little bet going between him, the Easter Bunny, Uncle Sam, and the floating disembodied goat head of Pebble Day as to who could become the most widespread and popular holiday icon. Santa started making public appearances, performing miracles on 34th streets across the globe, and he released this article, which he called The Night Before Christmas, to the big-name tabloid of the time. Apparently it was published next to a 10-page article about President James Monroe's secret gay affair with Vice President Daniel Tompkins. The other holiday icons felt that such public flaunting was playing hardball, and so they staged some publicity stunts of their own. The Easter Bunny began sucking the unborn chicken fetuses out of eggs and replacing them with candy. Uncle Sam released his image to the public. People misunderstood his now famous poster. They thought it meant join the United States Army, when in fact it meant join the Uncle Sam Army and stop Santa in his plight to gain worldwide notoriety. And the floating disembodied goat head of Pebble Day staged the most drastic publicity stunt by far. He decided to commit suicide in a public location. It backfired, however. Everyone who saw him commit suicide simply checked themselves into mental institutes, and the holiday known as Pebble Day, as well as its goat head mascot, faded into irrelevancy. In any case, all the attempts were too little, too late. And now who has the most movies about him? Who has the most songs? Who has the most memorabilia and chintzy knickknacks? The big man in red, that's who. Of course, Santa Claus died in 2002 from choking on a pork rib after finding out that Firefly was getting canceled, but he's still just as popular even in death. May you rest in peace, you fat attention hog. Until tomorrow, I'm Griff, and I'm still talking. And no, you didn't just imagine it. That episode was pretty freaking dumb.